Hello and welcome to Marketing Edge on TV, Nigeria's leading initiative in the business of brand management, a 30-minute show that features brand news, brand in focus, industry interviews, conversation, all in the mix to promote the brand idea home and abroad. Welcome. Unilever is reviewing all discretionary marketing spend in light of the coronavirus pandemic to ensure it's effective and appropriate, but it is maintaining its level of brand and marketing investment, which it said is working harder than before. Speaking on an investor call as the business announced its first quarter results recently, Chief Financial Officer Gramen Pithily said advertising production has stopped and media rates have declined, so the company can increase its advertising reach for the same level of spend. The company, which owns brands spanning home care, personal care, food and drink, was dynamically relocating its BMI to reflect both changing behaviors, such as people spending most of their time at home and changing levels of demand between categories. As the COVID-19 pandemic continues to ravage the world, with numbers of confirmed cases increasing astronomically daily in Nigeria and globally, Promasidor Nigeria Limited has joined forces with other critical stakeholders to fight to contain further spread of the deadly virus, with the contribution of over 280 million naira. Specifically, Promasidor, a leading food and dairy company, has made a direct cash contribution as well as donation of its quality food products in the fight against COVID-19, while the food company donated 200 million naira cash for exclusive purchase of equipment and the setting up of isolation centers required in the nationwide to fight the COVID-19 through the Nigerian Private Sector Coalition Against COVID-19, CAC-COVID. It has also donated some of its quality products worth over 80 million naira only to Lagos and Ekiti state governments. The company has donated milk, beverages, cereals and seasoning products worth 44 million naira in support of the food bank in Lagos state, and it has given products worth 34 million to Ekiti state government. Amid stuttering of the social activities, especially commercial services, through various lockdown measures to contain the coronavirus pandemic, First Bank has proven that as long as customers require services, the bank will be waiting right in front of them. As key enablers of the economy, banks are providers of essential services to customers and communities. The assumption that banks will be able to deliver services during this period was no doubt predicated on the fact that institutions like First Bank already have a fully functional digital infrastructure to serve its customers through electronic channels. In a statement to customers, First Bank CEO Dr. Adeshola Adedunto categorically promised that COVID-19 would not slow the bank down.
And then add 888 join now. Yes.
Which time I go be this now? Not be the same one when everybody pays his money.
They no use code.
Which code?
Oh boy, no don't get it from market to get better. 888 now be the code yo.
Yes, so anytime you recharge with star 888 star pin hash, MTN will summer you with 5 times your recharge. Make you take turn up better a woof.
Well, I bet Sammy you
Taking to its LinkedIn page, Guinness Nigeria, the foremost stout producer and marketer of Guinness Stout in Nigeria, has raised a virtual glass in the toast to its 70th anniversary. The social media statement reads, "Today is special for us at Guinness Nigeria because it's our 70th anniversary, a remarkable milestone for Guinness." First brewery outside the British Isles. Commenting on the Guinness Nigeria LinkedIn page, President Diageo Africa, John O'Keefe, said, "A milestone birthday, no doubt. Happy birthday to the entire Guinness management team." And he says he looks forward to being out with them to celebrate one day soon after all of the coronavirus pandemic. And he says, stay safe. The Coca-Cola Foundation, the philanthropic arm of the Coca-Cola Company, has provided a grant to the International Federation of Red Cross and Red Crescent Societies to help curb the spread of COVID-19 across the country. The intervention is to scale up community sensitization and procure essential protective kits such as medical masks, face shields, hand gloves, and hand sanitizers, which are increasingly needed for healthcare workers and others who are courageously battling the pandemic on the front lines. Nigerian Bottling Company and Chi Limited have donated 216,000 bottles of Ever premium table water and 15,000 packs of Ever milk to provide hydration and nourishment for healthcare workers and their patients at the quarantine and treatment centers across many states of the Federation. Both companies have promised to continue to donate these products through the duration of the crisis. Microsoft has announced a 5-year contract with Coca-Cola to modernize and standardize the beverage company software. The contract covers Microsoft Azure, Microsoft 365 and Dynamics 365 to provide an integrated solution as opposed to the fragmented systems the company was using. An integration solution would also help Coca-Cola gain valuable insights from the data it collects. Dynamics 365 will apply artificial intelligence to drive insights. Senior Vice President and Chief Information and Integrated Services Officer of the Coca-Cola Company, Barry Simpson, said that the company's innovation and growth are key pillars of the business. To actively support the initiatives targeted at arresting further spread of the coronavirus disease, HAYAT KIMYA Nigeria's makers of Moflix, Bebem, and several hygiene brands have donated truckloads of hygienic products including Moped sanitary pad and Familia toilet paper to Lagos and Ogun state governments. The donation is targeted at boosting the state's efforts and commitment to treating the existing cases and flattening the curve of the novel coronavirus. According to the company, it is in its interest as a responsible corporate citizen of Nigeria to encourage efforts targeted at arresting further spread of the virus and attending to the devastation it has already caused. HAYAT KIMYA Nigeria Limited is a subsidiary of HAYAT Holding, a leading Turkish enterprise that operates in various industries, including FMCGs. New York Festival Advertising Awards has announced the 2020 shortlist selected by NYF's online grand jury. Australia has scored 71 finalists led by Ogilvy, Melbourne with 12 finalists, followed by Tinkerbell with 10, Che Proximity and Leo Burnett, Sydney, and 8, and Cummins and Partners with 7. Leo Burnett, Melbourne, Out VFX, and The Works have also scored 4 finalists apiece. Agencies with 3 finalists each include Clemenger, BBDO, Sydney, Isober, and Publicis Worldwide. Brisbane shortlisted entries progress to the live online judging, rounding with the 2020 executive jury, an elite group of global CCOs and other top agency creatives.
Who is this guy? Wait. Big boy! Is this your new name, right?
Mama Choma, drinks on him.
On him, the big boy.
Your usual, sir?
Not today, Choma.
Who was he right?
Have to wash him again now. Abi?
Choma, another round. Who you patrol with me? Now patrol now. Hey.
Something different again, sir?
Wait. You don't do Yahoo.
Changing your car is easy. Log on to our website www.cars45.com to get started.
Africa.com has partnered with Harvard Business to lead a 4-week webinar series called Crisis Management for Africa Business Leaders. The online series is designed to address new risks and uncertainties posed by the coronavirus pandemic on African economies. The webinar series started on April 15 and has been featuring panel discussions led by Harvard faculty in conversation with African business leaders. The April 15 and April 22 webinar were led by Linda Hill, PhD, Harvard Business School, Professor of Business Administration, Faculty Chair Leadership Initiative, and Kunle Elebute, Chair of KPMG Africa. Africa.com is a media holding company with an extensive array of platforms that reach the global audience interested in African continent and community. Publicis Groupe has promoted Justin Billingsley to the new role of Global Chief Marketing Officer. In his role, Billingsley will focus on 4 key areas to bring together Publicis Groupe marketing and digital business transformation offerings across creativity, media, data, and technology. Prior to this appointment, Billingsley will lead the Publicis Groupe's countries, most recently as CEO of Dutch in Germany, Austria, and Switzerland. He has been responsible for leading the most significant part of 1 new business wins of clients, including Mercedes-Benz and Nivea, then implementing new agency models that optimize the use of data, creativity, and technology to drive effective business growth. According to Arthur Soudan, Global CEO and Chairman Publicis Groupe, Justin has a unique set of skills and experience to take on this new critical role in the organization. Ogilvy Worldwide CEO's chairman, Chief SEIFERT, will be departing the agency after nearly 41 years. The move, effective in 2021, is part of a successful plan by WPP CEO Mark Reed, who noted he will lead the agency until a successor is appointed. SEIFERT took over Worldwide CEO and chairman of Ogilvy, succeeding Miles Youngs in 2016. In January of this year, SEIFERT announced in an internal memo that Ogilvy will be undergoing another large-scale restructuring that would place more responsibility on regional.
I know they down myself, oh. I'm the life of the party, so make you be my guest, oh. Why you the stress, why you the worry? I don't let go, yeah. You got everything you need.
You can choose to do this with your stew, but not your data. Get more out of life with the new Airtel data plans. Dial *141# today. Data is life.
Airtel, the smartphone network.
Next is branding focus, why marketers should create organic marketing opportunities following COVID-19. As the world feels the impact of the global COVID-19 pandemic encroaching on every aspect of personal and professional lives, the knock-on effect of the social distancing measures and consumer behavior is also being felt, with media consumption increasing plus 70% over normal usage rates across all in-home channels, including web browsing, traditional TV viewing, and social media engagement. While many marketing budgets are under pressure, the challenge for advertisers is to adapt both paid and organic activities to drive efficiencies that will allow businesses to maximize their potential during the coming weeks and months. What is evident is that content is playing a pivotal role in both informing and distracting consumers in ways never witnessed before, as content have been coming a deluge. According to an online report, the fact that only an insignificant 8% of people believe companies should stop advertising altogether presents businesses with a new challenge of engaging these consumers with the right messaging as long as COVID-19 crisis lasts. This could prove to be key in securing the customer lifetime value of these consumers when the world moves to the other side of this pandemic. According to experts, in the coming months, businesses are going to become more reliant than ever on the digital strategy. It is also believed that in many cases, digital will be the deciding factor in whether businesses will make it through the tough times ahead. Social distancing rules occasioned by the coronavirus crisis have seen competitors across different verticals trading almost 100% online. The geographics of consumers have changed in terms of where and what time of the day they transact business. Next is the concluding part of our interview with the Commercial Director of TVC Communications, Ronan Redmond. Enjoy it.
Wait. Big boy! Is this your New Year's, right?
Mama Choma, drinks on him.
On him, the big boy!
Your usual, sir?
Not today, Choma.
Who was he right?
Have to wash him again.
Abi? Choma, another round. We pato bibi. Na pato now. Hey.
Something different again, sir.
Wait. You do your
Changing your car is easy. Log on to our website www.cars45.com to get started.
Okay, so already you touched on a company like TVC Communications, and now I'm looking at what do a company like this rely on in times like this when revenue, when ad spend